Ladies and gentlemen, it has it is one of those days when we have the Brosis Empowerment Hour. Another Tuesday, another stalwart, uh, very informative and very active custodian who has represented himself, his community, his country, schools numerous times on numerous occasions. He has represented himself well. He's a family man, person from humble beginnings, started out rough, just like most persons in Jamaica. We started out rough, we grew up to be, the persons that we are today. And this day, we have a story. And this story, who is the best person to tell your story? You are the only person who can tell your story better. And today, we have with us none other than Mr. Loxley Reid. He's going to tell you his story today. He started out rough, as I said before. And today, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to tell you his story. And I want you to listen carefully. And Russie's Brosis welcomes you into the new year, 2021, with great tidings. And this year, we're starting out with a bang. Loxley Reid is here to talk to you today on the Russie's Empowerment Hour. A little bit of a late start. However, we apologize for that. Please like and share so that your friends and families can watch, your children can watch and might learn something today. I am your host, Darwin, and let's get into it. Mr. Loxley Reid, welcome to Russie's Empowerment Hour. How are you today, sir?
Welcome and thanks for having me as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very well. Very well. Today you talk a lot about the very vibrant, energetic, and kind of a hero to you,
Yeah,
Kenneth Gainer Blacks. And I decided to have him in the background like a father watching over us today.
yeah, man,
So
prayer, man. Yeah, man, it's a job, can again.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So,
memory.
we want to, yes, of course. So we want to start out. This is your story, and you are the best person to tell your story. So we want to start out you from an early age, how you grew up, and let's start right there. Introduce
Oh,
yourself and let's talk about you.
my name is Loxley Reid. I'm national player. From a Russia's player as well. I'm from Montreal and Peders Lane, born and raised there. Montreal and Peders Lane, and you can see Blacks is one of my idols. So, it's a joy to see people talk about Kenneth Gainer. So he's one of my role model as well. So thanks for having me as well.
Of course, most definitely. Mr. Reed, let me tell you, Rossi's Brosis would not have it any other way. I mean, everyone knows who Kenneth Gainer Blacks is. They have all kinds of name for him. And for you to have him as a role model, you know, I respect that.
See.
And today it's about you. And we want you to take us down that memory lane, when you first started, how you grew up, what made you started playing football. You weren't
Oh,
even a goalkeeper, you didn't even start as a goalkeeper. So talk about that part before you become a goalkeeper.
well, I used to be like I said before, Kenneth Gainer, Town Bird was my idol. So it's just like a throwing stone away from you, just cross the road. You live, so when I went by his house and when I talk about football. So as we said before, he's a road mother, he's a hero, and he's a great person, and he's a great football player. So being around that person, you want to be like him. So it just start from being around Kenneth Gainer. So my father is a football person. My uncle is a football person. So my bigger brother is a football person as well. So as I said before, being around Kenneth Gainer, football gonna be like in your blood. So it is something like I would like to to play because based on I was there on Gainer Blacks. So he talk a lot about football. So when I've been around a person like Gainer Blacks, he talk a lot about football. You have to want to play football. Yeah, been around a person like Gainer Blacks.
Definitely, definitely. And I'm sure you learned a lot of skills. What did you learn from him?
Well, Gainer Blacks, I said before, Gainer Blacks, he talk a lot. You understand what I mean? Say, and by his experience, like, say, imagine the person that he is. You understand? So I think one year, I see Guinea Box play by Gerald Park. I think Brosis on Connell College, but it was a tender age, so I don't really remember much because you look at tender age and you have to go by hilltop because you cannot
Yes.
welcome by Gerald Park unless you have to have funds, but up by hilltop you're not gonna really see much, but like talking to blacks come like you're there playing. And as I said before, he's like a role model. So, like you want to be a person like him. So he's just a role model and he's always talk great things about football. You understand? And he always talk about his family as well. And the
Yes.
next thing he love to cook, blacks.
Yes. Wow. Wow. Look at that. On the forum, we have a lot of, very great cooks or very say good cooks and some very great ones in the making. So you grew up with your grandmother, very humble beginning. So let's talk
Um
about that a little bit.
yeah, yeah. What happened to my father, like get travels from my mother. You understand? My mother was a younger age. So what happened now? Like I was the second one. I have a bigger brother. So what happened now? My mother, mother take the bigger son, and my father, mother take the small son, which is me. So what happened? Both
Yeah.
of us grew up from separate grandma. So
Yeah.
I was the one who was close to Guinea Blacks as well. So I said
Yeah.
before, he's a hero, he's an idol, he's a great
Yeah.
person. So,
Yeah.
by talking to Blacks, you kind of keep you focused and keep you to just want to play football.
Yeah. So all that you just said went right into it, and grew up in, and Salem is a footballing community. It's like the center
But
of
what happened, I
Montego
said
Bay.
before, like, when talking to a person like Guinea Blacks, he make you believe that he can achieve things. So
Yes.
what happened, like, my background was pretty much poor. You understand me? I say? So by talking to Blacks, he make you believe they can earn things out of football. You understand me? I say? So he give me that belief, I give me that motivation, he give me that strength, he give me that courage, he give me that urge to play football. So Guinea Blacks to me, it did a lot for me as well. So I'm said
Um,
before, like both brothers grew up with separate grandma. Like my father was his mother was West. And that's what I mean. I say like there's word cannot explain, but it is nothing to shame about. Like I
no,
was a poor
absolutely
person.
not.
Yeah, poor.
Wh-
Remember said poor. I couldn't afford like even a brief. Couldn't afford a brief. So
Well,
that's I
I
was.
want to tell you that a lot of persons are not yet on the forum. A lot of persons can relate to what you're talking about. So, being poor is what you mean, you're lacking of financial and lack of a lot of things, but you are rich in spirit, you're rich in attitude, and it's proven right now. You're rich in character because right now, look at you. You're a family man, you have your children that love you and adore you. I'm not getting to that, I'm just trying to paint a picture because when you talk about poor, it's just lacking of finances, and a lot of persons are like that. But
We're not talking about poor. Like my grandmother,
yeah,
she should
yeah,
have a shop. She have a shop as well. So
yeah,
like I was the one like as one of the grandchild was there. So
yeah,
what happened? Like you have to go to the go to the road, pick up the coal, go
yeah,
to the bakery, pick up the bread. You have to
yeah,
go on the street, get the bug juice because she said like bug
yeah,
juice, bread,
yeah,
and etc. Because she have a shop. And that's
yeah,
what I mean. Because you know that you're with the grandmother because you
yeah.
have to get things done. You
Yes,
understand?
man.
Because
Yes,
she's the
man.
one who's there with you. So no matter how you
Yeah,
don't want to do, you have to do it. Because
yeah,
reason being, if you don't work,
yeah,
you won't eat. So you have to
yeah,
work to eat. You understand what I mean?
yeah,
Say? So
yeah.
she's just like a mother and a father to me, grandmother.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
Mrs. Brown. Yeah,
yeah.
I love her so much. So
Bigger up,
talking
man.
about her.
Bigger up, man. Bigger up,
Yeah,
man.
man. Yeah, man. Mrs. Brown, like, God bless her soul wherever he is, and
Yes,
wish
man.
you were here to inherit some of whatever the positive things that you have taught me.
Yeah,
So I hope you are
yeah,
here too. But such is life. Life
yeah.
goes on.
Such is life. So she's living
Yeah,
and breathing through you, my brother. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, man.
And
You talk about,
she also
yeah,
a Christian person as well. But what happened now? She's a 70, and my other grandmother, we go to Sunday's church. You
yeah,
understand? But you live with a 70 Adventist and you still go 70 church,
yeah,
Sunday day church. But such is life because what happened now? The thing about it, why I have to choose to go to the Sunday church, because normally you go to the Sunday church, you're gonna stop by the grandma and she's gonna give us
Yeah.
something. So
Yes,
you
man.
use the opportunity now, like to go by grandma to get something to keep in your pocket. So
Yes.
like when it
Yes.
become like Monday, you have a little spending money. So that is the
Yes.
reason why I went to that grandma and went to that
Yeah.
church. The church
Yeah.
was close by her and a Sunday church. But my grandmother
Yeah.
that I was with, she is
Yeah.
a Seventh-day Adventist. But
Yeah.
sometimes you have to find where you can get things to survive. You
Survival,
understand?
man. What you say,
Yeah.
man? Loxley, it's all about survival, Loxley. That's it.
But
It's
as I
simple
said
as.
before, being around blacks, to me, like being around the man, like it is good. You understand what I mean? I say it give you a change of spirit. Say, hey,
Yeah.
there's a life out there for you. You understand?
Yeah.
Just patient. You understand? And believe.
Yeah.
It would happen. And then believe. Say like it might not happen yesterday, might not happen today, but it can happen tomorrow. And I always believe
Yes.
tomorrow
Very
can be
profound.
a better day.
Very solid philosophy. I love that philosophy. That's a
Yeah, yeah.
very positive philosophy. I love that. You talk
And to be
about the
honest,
bread. Yes.
I'm telling the truth. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
make them nothing. It is the
Yeah.
truth. I'm not trying to make them nothing. I'm not trying to put something pretty. No,
Yeah.
because that
Yeah.
was then. And my life story, hopefully it can change somebody. You
Yes.
understand? So I don't need
Yes.
to put up nothing. You
Yes.
understand? Because some people might see and say, hey, no, but my life story was rough, really rough. You
Yes.
understand? I can remember like you have on a short, you have on a brief, come like the shorts and the brief don't make one.
You know
I
much.
remember like it don't make one because the
Yeah.
bottom were really
Tear
messed
out.
up. Because
Yeah. Yeah.
like grandma, she keep on washing because razor bean,
Yeah.
you cannot afford it. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean? Say, and you cannot afford it. And razor bean, I don't choose the wrong things. You understand?
Yeah.
I read what I got. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes I went on the street, like just shots people just tear it off for you. And you have to go back
Yeah.
home with your naked body out the door
Yeah.
and go to your grandmother
Yeah.
and eat up one little place
Channel.
because you're shame. You understand what I
Rough.
mean? I say, but
Very
that's a part
rough.
of life. You
Growing
understand what I
up.
mean? So people that
That's a
make people
part
like
of life.
me
Yeah.
stronger. You understand?
Yes,
So
brethren. Yes,
um,
brethren.
it is nothing to shame about.
No, absolutely not. But you talk something about the she used to sell bread, and I'm sure some hot bread. Yeah, talk about the hot bread there.
Yeah, but what happened like for Jimmy's Bakery? Like I have to go like Jimmy's Bakery to get bread or something. So what
Yeah,
happened? To be honest, like you have to walk like from President's Lane,
yeah,
Topside, Crawford Street,
yeah,
like you have to walk with like 10 bread come
yeah,
down, like
yeah,
10 bread into a bag come down. You understand what I mean? I say so.
yeah,
Well, it is not a problem because what I said before, you have to work to eat. You understand? Because where is the parents? The parents
yeah,
that east and the parents that west. You understand what I mean? So she was like a mother and she was like a father. You understand?
yeah,
So I have to go
yeah,
get the coal, I have to go get the bread, I have to go get the bug
yeah,
juice. You understand? Because like she have a shop and
yeah.
the shop have to run. You understand? The
Yeah,
shop have
man.
to run
Yes,
because
man.
the shop
Yes,
have to run.
man.
You
So
understand? So
like when you smell all them hot bread there, you never try pinch it on them thing there.
well, honestly speaking, because um like going on the road, I cannot touch it. That's
Yeah,
the
me know them way there. Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Razor
yeah,
being like you don't want to mess up things because you're running a
yeah,
shop and they don't
yeah.
want to see that bad message across people see on the road. And that's what I
Hey,
mean.
see it?
If people see on the road like
Yeah,
mess around a grandmother bread, she's not gonna
yeah.
support her. Because remember,
Yes. See it?
she's the one who feed me, wash and whatever. So like your
Yeah.
job is to go get it and make sure it been there. But what happened like normally you have 4 quarter. Sometimes like bread set by the quarter. So when she sell a
Yeah,
quarter, like
just cut the quarter and put some butter in it and I eat that.
just cut a quarter and that is yours. You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
Say,
man.
no
Yeah,
matter how
man.
she make nice, she have to stop
Yeah,
one day because
yeah,
NID,
man.
like
Yeah, man.
it just a part of life. You have to have a belly, you have to have the belly full.
And what if
You
you
understand
grew
what I
up
mean?
with quarter bread and butter and a bag juice? What if we grew up with that? A regular thing.
Yeah, for real.
But you say something very, very profound in a way you just explained. Me ask you about the bread and you see the principle of what you just said a while ago. You cannot mess with it because a granny thing and I feed you. So you can't
Yeah,
touch that because you're gonna lose support from the people. A principle, I respect that.
yeah.
And at a young age, even though you don't have it, you still maintain that principle there. And
Yeah, but
that's
to
why
be
when
honest, to
yeah,
be honest, like like look a boy going to be a look a boy. You
yeah,
understand
of
what I mean? So,
course.
if
Yeah,
it's sometimes sell like your peepon, your try, you
yeah,
understand, you just want to go $2, you understand,
yeah,
because you want to have a look of spending money.
Yeah,
You
man, of
understand me?
course.
That is wrong. That is rude. But you know,
Yeah,
little boy goes still be little boy. But as you go along and you start to grow, you realize, boy, hey,
yeah,
that is wrong. But you know, little
yeah,
boy go always be little boy. You
yeah.
understand me?
True, true
Yeah,
that,
little boy
true
goes
that.
be little boy. Yeah,
So you're a little boy and you're go Salem school now.
yeah.
Yeah, talk about your CLM days,
Well,
you
as
know,
I
your
said
CLM
before,
school.
like
Yeah,
the Salem school before I attend Salem school, like we
yeah,
normally go up on the road and go play ball. You know, so the
yeah,
man say play some ball and whatever, and you know, like you jump in a Salem school and I was the Salem school but I play on field as well because you
yeah,
know Tambird, Guinea Blocks was idle and
yeah,
I'm saying you don't really want gun and goal, but man to kick the ball off of you. You want be the
yeah.
one who want to kick the ball off of people.
Yeah,
You know,
man, of course,
Guinea
man.
Blocks
Yeah,
is a
man.
striker and you
Yes,
just want to be a
natural.
striker. You don't want to be a
Yeah,
ball stopper. You understand?
yes,
So
I.
I was at Salem school and even at some point in time going to Salem school, snapping on the goal because normally there's a place over by some they call him courts. The
Yes,
most
yes,
like Theodore Whitmore used to play at court.
yeah, yes,
And the court, I can remember that. He was also going to Salem school. And
yes.
he
Yeah,
told me to
I
start.
remember that too. I remember
Yeah,
that
and
too.
right now Tapa is the head coach. He's the person
Right,
who's
right,
over
right.
into the World Cup. So Salem on the same court, there are a lot of the football players because to play on the court you have to skill, close
Yes.
skill. Yeah,
All
type of
right.
close skill.
And talking about skills, let's just lay the groundwork, the foundation now. I talk about who were some of the players that were there as a bigger man than you while you were a little youth growing up. Some of the bigger, more experienced players that persons might know. Tell me some of those names. Like I know Anglin was one of those guys. You know,
All right.
Weewa.
I said before, I'm from Mount Salem. What are
Yeah,
the I've a lot of players from Mount Salem. So
yeah,
what are the like let's say what are the farmer Mount Salem or other places, but normally and what are normally link up life go
yeah,
games and I'm meet
yeah,
up by Mount Salem. You
yeah,
understand? So like person like Stennett Psalms, Darwin Tata Brown, Never Brown, Guinea Blocks
yeah,
as well. You
yeah,
understand? And Big Mike. You understand? So
yeah.
you have quite a few players from Mount Salem because you know Mount Salem have a lot of talent. You understand?
Yes, yes,
Until today, have a lot of talent. So you know what are the normal link up by Salem and head on to wherever they are going. You understand? So you've been around, it is good. It is good. And you know, Fenton, right? Fenton, wherever he is, big respect to Ralph Fenton because like I said before, you make it possible. You start it because what happened, what I said before, Fenton is a great person, you know, talent. You understand? You see talent and the Java talent into a Bush
yes,
League. What I call Bush League
yes,
game. So Fenton, wherever he is, big up yourself.
yes. Of course. So you know, you start to play. So having Wadada there now with a lot of seasoned, very skilled players. You talk about
All right,
the very
all
close
right,
to.
before we get to what other
Yes,
there's a great man named Peter Mollusco. What happened?
yes, yes, yes,
He formed a team. Normally they used to play like for Flames,
yeah,
and you know Flames normally have some great football players. So my father used to
yes,
play for Flames as well. My uncle used to play for Flames. So what happened now? He built a team named Spirit of Youth.
yes,
Understand? Or he just build a team and just get some youth from the community. And like on a Saturday, we normally go sell tag drive, backer drive, look backer, just again fun to fund us to go to games. Understand?
yes,
So for instance, suppose we want to go by elite. So we start like in the morning, we get some bucket drive, sell some tag drive just for fun to carry us to elite, just to play a game. Understand?
yes,
So Peter Molluska is a great person as well. He's the first person that knows boy, yo, you can do what you do. You understand what
yes,
I say? First person who put on a jersey on me. You understand? Before me used to be a goalkeeper. So, you know,
yes,
he used to play center forward. But you never really get no game set because you're like a toddler. Because even sometime back then, you see your background have a lot to do with
yes,
you. You
yes,
understand? Because, you know, I come from a poor background, so you know, so boy, hey, nobody not really paying no mind. You
yes,
understand me? No matter how good it is, nobody not really paying no mind because
yeah.
you're background a little bit
Rough.
not really like that. You understand what I
Yeah,
say? There's
yeah,
no father, there's no mother. You understand what I
yeah.
say? So it never really helped, but you know, God be the glory.
Struggle
You understand?
real.
Yeah, yeah. So you know, like to me, he's a great person as well, Peter Mollusko. God bless his soul, rest in peace, R.I.P. to you, to your family, Peter Mollusko. Yeah.
You
So,
see,
but I can remember,
yeah,
I can remember like the same Peter Mollusko. to what he done for me. I done a lot for Peter Moscow as well. People don't know. Because each time he says Peter Moscow on the road, I give him money because like he make it possible for me to go out there to go on to make it possible so I can earn to give to him. You understand?
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah, so give back to Peter Moscow if it's good. And it is a joy. It's something like I want to do. You understand? No, if
Yes.
I'm about I
Yes.
want to do that, give back to Peter Moscow.
You know, but talking to you so far, I've identified and I can relate something with you where I don't know if it's because you grew up with your grandma. You have a very humble spirit, and you're you show a lot of gratitude. Like every person that you come in contact with, you learn from them, and you show respect and gratefulness towards that. I kind of sense that coming from you. You have a lot of humility.
The thing about it, there's nothing to shame about. Like school wise, I never really attend school as we should attend school. So what happened though, the thing about it, pretty much smart because like what happened, when people talk, like the positive things, because the positive things and to restore to one place. So like suppose somebody say, hey, yes is good, B is good. So what happened now? Like when I go to somebody else again and say yes is good and B is good, gravitate to that and say yes is good.
Okay.
So use it as a positive term, say, hey, that's a good word. And it's a positive word because we hear more than once. And if you hear something bad, you're not gonna, you understand? But for you something good, you're gonna hear more than once from high class people.
Yes. So you have your own unorthodox way of learning, and it has helped you and shaped you because of your humility and the way you're humble. It helped you to be the person you are today. And I feel it, but make it go on with some one other reason because, you know, hardly boxer, hardly talk about hardly, you know, and up to when you
before
go
I
to
reach
Rossies and
know, like
everything.
what happened now? All right. I'm saying before playing from Peter Morris, play for Spirit of Youth. I used to play on the outfield. My number was number 16. So this hardly he was a keeper for Spirit of Youth. He was a great keeper. He was a great person as well. Big up yourself, hardly anyway there. You understand? So what happened? He can't play with hardly because he's a great goalkeeper, but as well he's a Rossi's student as well. He's a Rossi's player as well. So you know, my Peter Morosco on the 16 tournament, he can't play with hardly for me. Nobody. But what happened now? But at the time now, I was an outfield player. So we have a training session and we go by the training by Barnet Overs and to our training session. And they never turn up that day. And we go down the goal. Just turn up at the goal. Peter said, yo, go down the goal, tall boy. You know what I mean? Because you know, Peter Morris said, yo, anything him say, you have to do it. Because from the ball game, ball play anyway. You know what I mean? Say, and him say, hey, go turn up at that goal, boy. You know what I mean? Say, and when him say, go turn up at that goal, boy, you don't mean like him be disrespectful. Him just, you know, say, that goal, boy. And you just turn up at that goal and like, you just some ball kick and you just make two save and you have fun and you understand, you have fun and come like you have fun and Peter Morrison take it serious. You understand what I mean? Because it is a job for Peter Morrison because he use us as a use us to go out there to get things because like him say, all right, like make a link Guinea blocks because we have a game, you understand? So what happen now, him can make money for us. You understand? So whatever him say, yo, go down the goal boy, come and talk to you because you want to play. Ball you want to play. So I'm going to go on and ball a kick and man a save ball and all these things and feel nice in ourselves. So you enjoy yourself too because a ball you play. So when I finish now, I say, boy, you know, play back on the field, boy. You have a keeper. You know, so I say, boy, you have a keeper and a boy. You know, so I say, you have a keeper, boy. So, you know, like I'm saying before, you don't be like him be disrespectful to us. I've been rude. You know, so I say, hey, boy, you have a keeper, no boy. And from there on, you understand? So reason being, I said before, Al was the goalkeeper for the Spirit of Youth, and we start reserve him now. So he goes to Russies because he's a Russian. I said earlier on. So you know, he's a nice player. Yeah, for Russies, you're good. I mean, you're good, you're good. Carlo Collins, if you're good, you're good. Herbert Burns, if you're not good, you're good. Because you know, so them big school because. Guinea Blacks a great player or went to Russies. So Alfred not good before, you're good.
The reputation of the school just bring it through.
It done a lot for you. So what happened like I'm saying before he used to go Rossi's, we used to go see them
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Understand? It's about similar community see sometimes I go school, sometimes I go to school because it's a more time, sometimes like because it is a walking distance to go like to Mount Salem always, but sometimes it is lackadaisical. You want to go to school and you don't have to buy something. Sometimes sometimes you just break it down and just say, hey, if you're not going to school, man, and it's not healthy, but sometimes you're stressed out as a local youth
I
because
know them
like
bad.
like lunchtime they can't afford nothing. So to me it don't make sense.
You're
And
rough.
that's what I'm saying. You got 1 and 2 time and because sometimes when you go and you try to spot little silver pan where grandmother make a little change and try to teeth one little $2, one little $5. You understand what I mean? Because you want to go to school. Because you know so boy you want to buy a little lunch like a little chicken box sandwich or
man.
fritters and something. You
Yeah,
understand what I mean?
man.
Cocoa bread.
Man.
If you say if it's a pot of cocoa bread, you have money.
Yes.
Pot of cocoa bread. But you know, you can't really, you understand? They used to make a thing that people can afford. Socks up, cool lead and sugar. And that's what I mean. I say, so people can afford that. Yeah, because people make it at home, put it in the fridge and so you can afford that. But such is life. So I'm saying, I don't know. Because normally from Rossi's come a training and him say, you know, so Rossi's one under 16 keeper.
Yeah.
I don't know much about keeping anyway. But you don't know, it's good because in come a training now and ball start kick and I start save too. I'm a save. Then I start play 2 big goal now. So him now one goal and you see my top 2 ball. And that's what I'm saying. Say you're Rossi's one under 16 and so all right. Them say them have a trial down there, etc. So I'm say, all right. Like them have a trial next week. So I start big money to go to school because Lucy is at an easy road. You can't walk to Lucy.
Far.
So guess what? You have to look fair if you care go and care about. So if you're a rich man to go be, you can walk where you are, but you can't walk to Lucy. So the most important thing I've reached a Lucy. So you beg to look a change on the road and you understand what I mean? I say big up yourself beer too. Yeah, I'm a technician out on the road and now I'm gonna go link up, sit down beside him and send him to go shop. Because if they're on him, I send him to go shop, he will get a change. You know what I mean? So you're happy to go because you have a little change because there's a trial I go down by Lucy and you want to go down there. So just itch up around them, man. You understand?
Yeah, man. What do you mean?
Because you want him send you out. So you can get a change. And then you can reach with him and say, yo, there. You know, say like I'm going on a rest season, you know, so I'm going to a trial and you will give you a little change too. Because you know so boy, you want to look boy go to school. You understand? Because you can't become a technician and you can't read, they can't write, they can't do certain things. So you want to go to school. Him don't really want to have no little cruff around him. So any idea, I remember send you out. There's going to be a stage, you can help him, I can help you. So Beer was the one who said, hey, give me a change, see me and jump go to Lucy and go down there. Big up yourself, Bola, anyway you're there. You understand what I mean? Say because we go down there and we start play 2 ball and stop 2 ball and Bola. Like a couple of few of us from Mount Salem. You understand what I mean? Joel Davis, myself, I think Loxley Reid and Pinnebuck brother. So from Mount Salem. So go down there and it was good. And them say, all right, come back Wednesday, come to one test. So that was the Monday. So I have a race back home to try getting some money again to go back and lose Wednesday again.
Right, rough.
There's an opportunity there because it was that was the idol and tell a lot of things about Rossi's. So you know, so boy, by the hook or the crook, you have to reach back and lose it.
Yes,
you find a way. You have to find a way. There's an opportunity come your way because if you're not good, you go figure Rossi's, you're good.
Yes, bro.
Everybody want to know some boy. Them go on big school because it was good. It was good too because you know, Gina was my idol. Him live next door, and you get the opportunity to go Rossi's. You understand? I can't pass you.
Yes,
I have
true,
a friend here. So if you're going to put on $10, you gone. You understand what I mean? Because I've reached a Lucy, no matter how much I've reached a Lucy.
Yeah.
So you keep on a fishing on the place, if you see a little buckle or something. You have to find something. You have to find something. You understand? Just to get free of go Lucy. You understand what I mean? And it happened in a way if you know so boy. You get some change and you go by Lucy and you do a test. Do a maths test and an English test and couple of us, all of us is successful in the test.
Yeah.
That's because they normally give a maths test or English test, like a
Yeah.
grade 9 test.
Yeah. Nine grade
So,
achievement test.
yeah. Because normally, I don't make a thing them normally get. So, boop, we don't ever do the test and them like we. And plus, we have a little talent and them like the test was good. And I sometimes, all right. So, boy, come to school September now. So, what happened? What Bola don't know. But as the few of us now, him like us. So, him start groom the under 16 team from them time there. And I said, so, what Bola don't know, him enter the Lucy kind of league. Because,
Yes.
like you have the under 16 and you have the bigger league. So, we play first and the bigger team play. Understand? So, but I always try to find a way if you know so boy we can reach home. Understand? Sometimes we don't know how to do it, but we're coming from Montego Bay and him try to make us get a change to go back home because you have to wait for your parents. Understand?
Yes.
And
Yes.
reach back home safe. So but I always try to put two chains together. I think him say, all right, more link, Mr. Emerson.
Yes. Yes.
It's more link Emerson, You understand?
Yes.
So now like Emerson, so Emerson did it do a great lot as well. Dig
Yeah.
Emerson, so whatever it is, big up yourself, work for love. You understand? So normally him not find a way to try. So
Yes.
just to come by the Canal League game because normally play like on the weekends.
Yeah.
You understand? Sometimes easy to go back home on a
Yes.
weekend. You can try bomb a drive while during the week on
Yes.
the weekend. No. Sometimes
Yes.
instead of one bus, you have to have a fear. Come on to weekends. So, him find a way for us to go back home. You understand? And
Yes.
Digger Henry, like Digger Henry is the coach for the Russies D Cup team. So, Russies
Yes.
under 6 play of a park and he might pass through because he live close to the park. That's
Yes.
Digger Henry. So
Yes.
he make out one park, one walk and over the park and I watch how I
Yes.
go on. Come like him gravitate to me.
Yes.
Like him gravitate to me. Gravitate to me and say, all right. Like him say, Troy, better work my train, better work on my camp.
Yes.
Tall and skinny. Him say, better work on
Yes.
my camp, man. So what
Yes.
happened now? I go to camp. Because, maybe instead of pretension, when I kick two
Yes.
ball, I tap two ball and whatever. So he must, all right, talk to Bola. Bola said,
Yes.
Mr. Emerson said, must come at camp. Yeah, I'm going to camp.
Yes.
It was good. But, camp, it wasn't an easy road. You understand what I mean? Say, never easy road. So, big up yourself, faculty. And that's not go be the man. But you have to pay for learn. Reason being,
Yes.
you
Yes.
have to take your faculty boots. You have to take your faculty socks.
Yeah. Talk
You know,
about that.
big money.
Hold on. Before you go there, let me look at the chat because a lot of persons are checking in and persons, they love you because you have a humble spirit. And, let me tell you what people are saying. Let's see. First, I see Centipede, St. Ryan Steele. He said that he still remember the first day you came to D Cup camp. He also remember spending time with you at the national training in '95. He was so impressed. Let me tell you this. Centipede is not impressed by anybody. So if you impress
Yes.
Centipede, you have to do good.
I think Centipede is 89. Centipede was
Yes.
the Cup captain. Yeah,
He
Centipede.
was. Yes.
Bright boy.
Hold on.
Bright boy.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. You can't impress Centipede. You know what I say? So if you impress Centipede, that means you do something good. Hold on.
Yeah.
Don't go along in night little more. Him say, let me tell you why you're impressive. He said that you were mature in the game. That's what Centipede said. He respect how you matured in the game. He was impressed by that. And that's a lot coming from Centipede. Miss Shippy now. This is what Miss Shippy had to say about you. I don't want you. Yeah, man. She said, "Hi, Loxley. How is my favorite student doing?" Miss Shippy never said that to me yet.
You see, Miss Shippy, my friend of Miss Shippy like poison.
Well, I know.
Hey.
All right. Milton Jarrett said, "The man that drives fear in forwards." I didn't know that. That's what Milton said. So
Yeah.
that's a hats off to you. So a lot of persons are admiring you, but they might not tell you, but no, you hear it. All right.
Yeah.
Troy is just saying, welcome to the forum and, welcome Loxley and to the Brosis movement. John Campbell said that Ali Rose, I don't know how you know that. He said Ali Rose was afraid of you.
Yeah, 1992. All machines.
Yes. So let's get back to the Fogarty story now. Occasionally, hold on. Occasionally, I will check in with the chat to see what persons are saying, because person check in now and again, some just getting off work, and like
Yeah.
and share. People remember it's Rusty's Brosis, like and share, because if we don't like ourselves, then nobody's going to like us, and we cannot blame persons for not liking us if we don't like ourselves. So we're talking to Loxley Reid, the former national custodian, Rusty's custodian. Let me tell you, he represented on all levels. Only World Cup missed this gentleman. So let me tell you, he has a story to tell, and we're listening. Guinea Blacks was his idol, still is. We're talking about Fogarty now. Let's get on with it, my brethren.
Yeah, we're talking about Fogarty now, all right, so Fogarty now, I'm a big brother. The man big. Yeah, man, I come like man, one giant. But he's from Montego Bay. Because, Montego going to protect Montego and Montego going to protect Montego and that's what I say. So, like, normally, you sleep and, you get out to slap it out to willow.
Yeah.
You can't sleep.
Can't play.
And that's what I say, guess what? You can't defend yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what I say, I can't think. Because, so boy, if you go camp and I get to a slap, something wrong. You have to get to a slap out of willow. So I forgot get up and like, you must say, boy, yo, too much. You can't manage it. Yeah. That's what I mean. So I guess what I'm going now, look up, instead of come on. Yo, for you survive, you have to do something. Like, come like, you're my grub now, So see, I'm a grub. You have to take care of my little grub. Because he's a man to go on too.
But Fogarty was a senior at that time.
Yeah, so he call me grub. Yeah, that's what I mean. If I say, boy, me a little grub now, so he have to take care of me. Because, boy, he said, me can't manage it. I guess what happened now, I'm go home. I guess I can't reach Mr. Henry. You understand what I say? They don't want to reach Mr. Henry because Mr. Henry invite me. I can't because he misses potential. So, but your little boy, you go slap and I say things said.
Yeah.
But guess what? They get too much. You understand what I say? Get too much. That man, the time, man, the wheel up, man, I will stay wheel up, man, and then again. You know, but it's life.
For the benefit of the viewers, we're talking about Rye. We're talking about Rye Fogarty, right?
Rye Fogarty.
Yeah, man, okay. Yeah, right.
Rye Fogarty, the bigger Fogarty, but I'm saying you need big giant.
Yeah, man, tall, bro.
So you must say, boy, yo, say I'm a grub now, my youth, and say I have to take care of my grub. It's a man to go be and same go on and big up myself Fogarty. And so guess what I go on now? Like we go chilling in the morning, you must put on him socks and in big old dirty boot. Just have to take care of that. You understand what I say? Because an idea more sleep. Because you train hard because them time there you train 3 times a day, morning, midday, and the evening, because in the morning go up on the sun, then the midday at gym, evening a ball. You understand what I say? So you must boy in the easy, so come on tonight, the rest is good. So it coming not at all to me. You understand what I say? Because I survive and more sleep. You can't take deeper wheel slapping. So I'm just happy. It is a job because Fogarty is a great football player too. D-Cup champion winner.
Yeah, man.
So you say, boy, you wash out Fogarty boot and wash out Fogarty socks, man. Come like, you wash it with joy, happy for the week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Say, so, a few years, I think I see him one day. I look upon him and say, General Star, because someone now. Back in the days, you can look for, someone to me. You know what I mean? I say, but that's such is life. Sometimes some people have learned hard way. And I said, but any can protect me, like stop get beaten on them something there. At 89, and that's what I mean. So 89 was good. Yeah, I'm get the experience at the cup. And I said about 1990 now, I never go back because it makes no sense. I can't go play. I'm not go play. We can't play, I'm not go play because you have Audley, you have Boxer, you have Peter from Lucy. I have you understand 3 talented goalkeepers, so it makes no sense to me. So guess what? If you're looking for be second place, you're good. You have to go, you have to stand up. And I said, I'm me be 4th string, and it make no sense to me. Sometimes go and build back and go watch our match and go watch match. And say, you look a boy and you want to go match with a girlfriend. Like you said, boy, a girl is a girlfriend. So you want to go match with a girlfriend. Turn up with a girlfriend. Go up with a girlfriend. Much time and say, boy, you walk for a match with a girlfriend. And I say things because it's a joy. Because the year before, you were there with them the year before. So you can share the experience with them like when they come to school. And I said, but like 1990 now, there's no camp for me. And I said, I said, because
me
can't make the team.
Yeah.
Me can't make the team, I'm not going to make the team. Got to be a miracle. Because 3 keeper can't injure one time.
Yeah.
That's what I say. So I just sit it out here. Yeah, to be
Yeah.
honest, I just said that here because Boxer a child fire because Boxer win D Cup 89 after Peacock leave go foreign.
Yeah.
He become the number one. So he win D
Yes.
Cup. So you can't play for Boxer. You can't play
Yeah.
for Peter Tall, Peter from
Yeah.
Lucy. Plus you have Hardy again with a child fire. You understand what I mean? As I look you from Mantico base. So guess what? There is no Loxley there. So the 89 was focused on under 16 and that was just the under 16. No D Cup. Because you're ready for D Cup life yet. So you can't play. So you
Yeah.
sit out 1991, 1990. So I go back to camp because I go back to camp now. Hard I go leave. That means there's a chance for me. Hard I go leave and Peter go leave. So you're
Yeah.
gonna have Boxer. And that's what I mean. I said, so they're a reserve Boxer. You understand? At the 1991, a reserve
Yeah.
Boxer. So Boxer was a man because Boxer D Cup champion, Oliver Shea champion, etc. etc. He's a great player. 91, but I was a better performer in training at
Yeah.
school, but like respect Joe to senior player.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
because when they get to believe in you, believe in you. And that's what I may say. And he said to me, say, hey, wait the term, man. The term will come. And I said, just go on, slump on the bench and go on, watch you go on, and when your time comes, you're ready. And that's what I say. So, 92 was it. And I said, maybe the man now. Yeah. So, but 92, before we reach 92, 91, but I get trouble. Apart the man get to know. You go to school and little trouble make a pitney. And I said, I say, get little trouble and, to go to class, but I go to school.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, you start fence now, you start having to change now. You understand? Because, you start, people see that, people respect you now. People look up
Yeah.
to you now. And it is a drive now, say, boy, yeah, well, look at you there for the street, I go Rossies. So come like,
Yeah.
when I ask now, come like, it become easy now for them to give to you. Because people say, boy,
Access. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
boy, you take to one step, you go to school. And
Yeah.
so now, think to they kind of cut down. Because sometimes people just tell the people, tell if you come to them. You know,
Yeah.
so the man said, so boy, like, you come to time, like, supposed to link them like at 5 o'clock. You not really see nobody. You know, so the man say, so people
Yeah.
just start change. You know, I really see them again. So things will
Yeah.
kind of get rough again. So
Yeah.
sometimes you have to like creeping for your grandmother silver, and sometimes you don't
Yeah.
get none. You understand?
Yeah.
So sometimes there's no school. You can't go to school, and sometimes you do go, like, you're so frustrated and you
Yeah.
just come like you can't manage it. So you're a little bit all these things. So sometimes when you go sometimes when you go to school, you jump go grape walk, kick it back and laugh and chat and go for a bun weed, but me not bun no weed because and I might think that and that's what
Yeah.
I mean. So a grape walk and you sit down with them and them bun them weed and have all them ice mint and them a chat and build them vibes and that's what things said. And that's what I mean. Say like same 1991 and me and teacher catch up. And that's what I mean. Say and the teacher catch up and like him been rude, but little boy must always be little boy. Teacher must always respect your teacher no matter what. But at the time he was being rude. You understand? Because like grandmother always tell me say never touch a person, never put a hand on a person's child, a person's children or whatever. And I said and he japed me up. And that's what I mean. Say
Yeah. Yeah.
and we was papa fighting there so. And that's what I mean. Say because any day him wrong, and me definitely wrong as well. Because
Yeah.
two wrong can't make a right. You understand?
Yes.
But two men big and yeah, like maybe some way he never did like me. You understand? So I'm find a way, because I'm find a way around students when they try to showcase himself. You understand? So him jet me up. And it was wrong. You understand? And for me to retaliate, it was wrong as well. But
Yeah.
you don't know what Pitney did and all these things, and you don't want to be like a laughing stock in high school. So
I
even if
get
you ever
it.
try, even if you ever try and beat you, at least you try. But if
Yes.
you turn up and take a J pop, you're laughing stock at school. Big
Yeah.
man
It's
thing.
like your ego got the better of you. So, but do you, when you look back at it now and reflect, do you regret that moment?
Of course. Because like respect Joe. You understand? He's an adult, I'm a student. And
Yeah.
student must always respect. You understand? He's an adult. But you think about it, such is life. You have to just accept things and move on. You
What
understand?
did you
Because
learn? What did you learn from that?
Well, grandmother must respect elders. You understand? Walk away from trouble. And sometimes give away a right just doesn't make peace reign. So like, you're right, just gateway. And so just doesn't make peace reign. But what I could have done before I reached to J-pop, like I could have said, hey, just give it a right. But like within me, like we have a lot of issues. You understand? We have a lot of issues. There's no mother love, there's no father love. You understand what I mean? I say it's not easy. Sometimes you go to school the fast street. You understand? It's not easy. So I look a moment now, like because when my ego get the better of me at that time. You understand? But I said before, you don't want to be a laughing stock by school.
Everybody do it. We all go through that. We're boys. We go through that. Boys go through that. I want to, as you talk about that, I notice you have a lot of male role models that persons you look up to, because you interact with them at some point in your life, and them have some history. Loxley Reid. What's that history like with your name? Who's Loxley Reid?
Larry is my father. So what happened? Like sometime I think about it. Love, rest in peace, father, and matter is I'm still my father. Never see him, but think about him, never cry feel. But never feel sad. Like talking about my father now, I'm a little bit sad because I had a father. You understand? He didn't play a father role. That's how he should have play a father role. Reason being, he's a junker and he's a gambler. You understand? He curses a lot, but he's a bright person. He's a bright boy. He bright. He really much bright because at one point in time, he always a read. Always keep himself clean. Only time I don't see him clean when him go drink. And I saw him get messy, smell like rum and all these things. But always in a good mood, like you always see him in a book I read. Always I read. My father. Yes. I always see him read. And that's what I may say. And I want him to learn from him too, And that's what I may say. Listen to this now. Him say, like him say, hey Loxley, say people already I gamble. My father gamble like every day, every night. My father gamble. And my father say, yo, people already I gamble. So you gamble every day. And I tell me, say, boy, people already I gamble. You understand what I mean? I say, just put the sense outside. You know, the boy, hey, he might teach us something.
Exactly. Wow.
He not come direct. I say, boy, hey, gambling not good for you.
Right.
You must say, boy, people already I gamble. You understand what I mean? I say, so just put the sense outside and you know, say, boy, hey, gambling, it can cause a lot of things. You can lose money, you can win money, it can cause a life, it can cause enemy, you can gain friends, it can cause a lot of things. It can cause positive things, it can cause negative things. But pick on the negative part, like you say people already are gamble. So pick on the negative to turn myself into positive. And I said I don't want to be the person who read of somebody's things, but gamble take it away from them. And I said, so I mean I really have it to gamble, that makes sense, but like if I try to gamble, you try to get it to gamble because you're ready for somebody else. And I said, and maybe it is not good. And I said, but in the last part of my football career, when I got stop play, like I'm gonna come by games, understand? I'm gonna come by games and watch a game, and tell me I play for Waterhouse. But if I'm gonna come previous game, I don't know. But in a latter part of my career, he come to games and like after the game done, like we link up and him try to talk to me about the game, like the wrong things I'm do. But he might talk to me in mathematics. That's not about maths. And that's what I mean, because I'm bright. So he must say, boy, do this, calculate that equal to that. And I said, but you know, go to the east, come to around me, come and I said, what I'm talking. He's a bright boy. Yeah, but he tried to angles. But what me know about, me know nothing about angles, but any day, appearance. I respect your appearance. And that's what I mean, I said, so what I have a listen. Because you don't know your appearance, I respect your appearance, no matter what. Take him time out and I talk to you about your game. And I said, even when he was talk to me about my game, even my brother, a bigger brother, I feel like could be jealous. Like my father more instilled for me. And I said, but what I said, no, my bigger brother is a bright boy. He used to go Herbert Morrison. And I said, he's a bright boy. But he chose education, me choose football. Because I gain the blocks. Because the things beginning to talk about, we choose football, can't earn things out of football. But he's the one now, like his grandmother, his auntie, his uncle, like help him to school and etc. So school and a film problem. You understand? So he go school, for instance, personal I'm say them person eat with knife and fork.
Yes.
Decent people and people that.
Yes.
And that's what I mean. Anybody eat with knife and fork and a normal
Yes.
people. With cup in the rice and rice
Yes.
over there so and meat over there so on.
Yes.
That's what I mean. I say.
Yeah. Gourmet style.
Upper class people them. And that's what I mean. I say
Yeah.
big up yourself, accelerate. Anyway there. Yeah man, my brother for life. And I'm still love you. Yeah,
What's his
so
name?
accelerate. Excel.
Excel Reid. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, you used to go Herbert Mars.
yes, yes. Now you talk now that you know you have all these role models, but you still have love and respect for your father. Now you are a father. We're going into the 92 and onward because we're going to build up on your career. But we want to just get the family thing out of the way because this is all about the sad story part. You get the sad stories out of the way because
All right, what happened now?
I mean,
All right, what happened now? See, we can talk about myself a little bit. But still,
yeah,
my
man.
father,
Yeah, man.
I said my father is my road mother to say,
Yeah.
like, reason being is a road mother, I want to be a better father than him. That I tell myself. Use him as a motivation every day
Yeah.
until today. It's my motivation. I want to be I want to be a better father than my father.
Yes.
Yeah, he's my road mother. Like I'm say I want to be a better father than my father because you know, like yeah, intercourse with a woman, anything can happen. Because normally, because we play D cup, so normally when I'm a part Fogarty or anybody who score a goal, I walk with them. Sometimes people just get to change, put in your socks. You understand what I mean? I said, so I gain one or two little change. You understand what I mean? I said, I'm save it. You understand what I mean? So because you know, you've been with a girl. Because when I was going to school, like when I was playing D cup at the time, I was talking to my child mother. What I was working from 1992. So you know, like so like my games 1990, 1992. She come to my games, then she come by camp, come support me by camp, seeing me. Make sure I get something to eat, like share like fruits, come at camp, come link up. She need a little bit bigger than me. So like, it was a joy them time. You understand what I say? So she reached out some fruits and we did a laugh and chat up and kiss up and whatever. She got back a man to go be me that say like I'm same way. And so she come back again the same way. Like Mr. Henry say, hey, the big man there game, so you know, so we be ourselves, you know. I just call her the big woman in their game no car. She did every game. We don't know how she reach, but she reach. You understand? She has some sort of people them reach a much. You understand? So I said before, like my father was my road mother. And I said myself, say I want to be a better father than my father. So this is my motivation. So what happened now? Like you see, think about it, we never used to money. So when we get it, we have to be careful how we spend it. And that's like sometimes easy to come. So it's easy to go. So whenever you get something, try to protect it. And it really needs something to spend it. Because you know, because people in the bucket want to be a bit better father than your father. So you don't waste things. Until today, I don't waste things. You understand? So whatever I get, we try to see it. I'm spend, have to spend.
Yes.
So like you know, you talk to a woman and anything can happen. So you prepare for that.
Yes.
You prepare for that. So like from going to school, like for like because there's nothing to shame to talk about. Like we used to sleep on banana bed. You see the banana trash them, it used to make the bed. You call it banana bed. That man some grandmother build a banana bed. So you ever turn the banana trash and make knives.
Yes.
Call it banana bed. You understand what I say? Yeah, there's nothing to product. You understand what I say? You call it banana bed. So I go to school, I said before, 1992, mine. So before we reach to that, like live your Cunningham, big up yourself. You understand what I say? Because I said earlier on, like you didn't school one class, but you go to school. Kind of a great park with friend of my smoke and all this thing. But live you now, great youth. You understand what I say? Live as a great youth. We raise the baby that because it's not selfish. Why am I saying don't selfish? Because all right, Issa bringing in a rule say, hey, if you don't have 50%, a school worker can't play. I'm saying like if I wanna walk on like all my year now, government season now and know what time to play now, like come like no percent, and they go far 0 from 50. So like you start chipping at 1 and 2 class now. You know, because you want to play. Because like you don't want your hard work go down the drain. You understand? So you start going to you start go 1 or 2 class now. You understand what I mean? I say, and living normally help me out. Big woman thing. Because reason him is a good youth because live your bright boy. So if he not help me, him can play. You understand what I mean? And then him can play 93. So him gonna play 2 years. And so my come like would have gone on the drain. You would have come like you never mean nothing at all. So I'm gonna go back to seal him, go back to seal him and them say, boy, watch out. So boy go out and end up play D cup and blah and go waste him time. That's what I'm gonna say. Rusty's got hike himself and go waste some time, and Rusty's at done school, and people normally say that because most people when a football person, you know, normally do school work because people normally take up for you and do things for you. You understand what I mean? I say, but when it's coming with the 50 pass marks now, people have to get serious. Teachers have to step up them games.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? I say, but before we reach to that part, you know, like with the teacher parts, we fight, and we go to Miss Craftsman, and Miss Craftsman she changed my life. Reason being because she said one thing to me. You know, me not expel her. And she said that to me and come like, she said that to me, come like he just change something. And I said to me, like, the Lord just talk to her and say, hey, don't expel her. Reason being, maybe if she expel me, I'm gonna lose my life. So maybe she save my life by keep me at school. You know what I mean? Because if she expel me, I go up on the street and maybe, boy, enough is enough. Me can't hold it no more. Pressure can reach you. And sometimes pressure must fight. So she said to me, say, hey, you know, something I expel her. I'm look on her. Look on her and come like, I want to come out of my eye. And that's what I mean. Come like, she saved my life. And that's because maybe, because I start explaining to her about my little background and all these things and by Russies and blah, 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 what much I've achieved. And you say, oh, you want to achieve so much things and you still get yourself trouble. You know, some people can't want to achieve things and they get so much trouble. You understand? Because you can't want to achieve things and you get so much trouble. You understand what I say? People want to achieve things of humble and you understand? She talked to me like a mother. You understand what I say? And them go by a wrong and we go by a right and etc. And say, you know, something like excellent. Come like the greatest thing she ever done for me. Come like she put that joy in her heart. Yeah, Miss Craftsman, big up herself. Anyway, Miss Craftsman, big up herself. Yeah, she said she not expel me. So come like she changed my life. She changed my life there and then. So, hey, never start go to class. Because as I say, you want to be a better father than your father. If you don't go to school, like education, if you can't know somebody, send a name there, so. You understand? If you can't send a name, or you never send a name. If you can't, you understand, you have to know how to send a name.
Yeah, at least.
Send a name. So all them things that she has said to me, Miss Craftsman. You understand? So you have to go to class for learn sign a name. You know, say go to class with a good education, you know. He said go to class for learn sign a name. And piece of paper. And I said, boy, you name that you have sign. He knows how you name that. You understand what I mean? So she not put no pressure upon you. So boy, go get those subject and blah blah. No. He said, hey, go to class, man, I'm gonna learn sign a name. That's how she said to me. I'm gonna expel it.
So you just said then Miss Craftsman also had a great impact on your life at that point. So you
man, big up yourself, Miss Craftsman.
All right. So 92, and you move on to 93, and what was the first game that you really full 90 minutes? As a custodian
for Russies?
Yes.
Like 92, I was a player for 92. And I said, I think the first game, I don't quite remember, but I think we played against maybe Herbert County College over by the school. I think we lose or something. But you know, like that era, 3 team come out of the zone that year, 1992, 3 team.
Yes.
And that's what I'm saying. So you know, like play against play against County College. You have Milton Griffiths. You have some great players.
Play
against Herbert Morris as well. You have some great players as well. Like I'm a friend them, but most of them are from Mount Salem, so they're talented players. And most of our players are from Montebello as well. But you know, like if Compre and Russies are play, come like a Mobius clash. If Compre and if Russies and Counter play, come like a Mobius clash. You understand? The season is we have a great season because I think the entire season we don't concede 6 goals for the entire season.
Wow.
Awesome. That's what I mean. So we did well. And that's what I mean. Honor the coaches and Diggy Henry and Follies William as well. So Follies, big up yourself to Follies. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
So when was your first Acosta Cup? When was your first Acosta Cup championship?
Oh yeah, we play against Clarion College by Woodside. Ben Francis final. You know, so the mayor said there's a lot of joy there. There's a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Like all the joy come in now, we are play and we score and I lead by 1-0. And Clarendon get a penalty in the last minute. And the player kick it and save it.
Yeah.
And I just kick with the ball. Because normally you see all the players run come down to you. And you know what refer to boy. One hands ball hands. You know my run come to me, kick with the ball. And go and enjoy the celebration. And you know, when the game 1-0, and there's another joy about it. Because it was so joy till we stop on the road, buy our bread, use our bread as stone digger Henry. Sorry about that, coach, but I'm saying things it's all about victory drive. And digger Henry, serious like judge. When I'm talking half a move. You know, so I mean, on the last part of the day, look at carried Rossi's part, like when digger the talk, some look at work, I'm like, you know, move. And I said, but first time, matter how big is, they're going to talk to you, have to move.
Yeah.
Have to move. They're going to talk to you. Boy,
yes,
you have to move. Free that advice.
Yes.
It's a killer advice some of them time there. But maybe I'm great out still. Yeah, but it was fun for me. Because reason being, the win Ben Francis and you just start fling bread pan him up front. Fling some bread pan him, lick him down with bread, stuff with bread up front.
So who was the captain? Who was the captain at that time?
Dennis Jump. He's some loose.
Yes, I remember him. Wopwell guy.
Dennis Jump. Bright boy, he was a captain. And that's an amazing.
You know something? The same struggle that you went through, Dennis had a similar history growing up too.
Okay.
You know, so it's like, you know, for you to come from the similar backgrounds and then to be excelling at that level, that's something. But then you move on to what happened after that?
You know, like after Ben Francis, then you play D Cup. We play against Glenmore by Nature Farm. We win D Cup. And we beat them like probably 2-0. So but the thing about it, there's no joy for me there because reason being because we're from Montego Bay and we can't really go to Lucy or celebrate and that's what I mean. I say with us like after the game now, with us like Coach Henry like try to secure a drive for us to go Montego Bay. And I said, but like the drive was there for us like Monday. We're gonna go back to Lucy. You're a big man now, you're done with B Cup. Because normal time is Curry and all these things, but like the joy that night was not there. And that's because you go back to Montego Bay. And that's because you know you can't be a Montego and then I leave, go to Lucy and go back. You really about stressing. And that's but like the Ben Francis now, it was a job because I really from Clarendon and go to Lucy. So there's a job from Clarendon to Lucy. It was good.
Yes.
And I said, so yeah, Ben moved from to you know like Ben Francis and then Oliver and then Dickerson Cup. Then we're gonna play against the big man mighty Jardis. But what happened now when we win our D Cup now, we were sitting down waiting on Tivoli and Georges. So Tivoli and Georges are two at school up here Manning Cup final, the same year. But now I will listen on the radio. We listen on the radio because we don't know who we come book up on. I think Claudia Masio, a guy named Claudia Masio, was on Tivoli, goal scorer. So Ali Rose as well was a goal scorer as well. Because you know St. George's have Andy Williams, World Cup player, World Cup qualifying player. You have Elsa Scott, Ali Rose, Kill, mighty bad, shiver from now till the morning, flick up ball over head of them something there. But the thing about it, the first time off rush him pile off. Then that's what I say, flick over Christopher Harris head. And that's what I say, and they go say, yo, we have to say, yo, we have to just rush him. Because honestly speaking, Ali Rose at the Atbird, skill from now till the morning. Skill like Walter Boy, shiver from now till the morning. And that's what I say. So the first time off rushing, pile off. And that's what I say, and it never did easy. It never did easy because You know, say man get all the pile, go to school, a laughing thing.
Yeah, man,
So I say,
true.
so I say, off, me tell you something, man. Just rush him. Any member man, just rush him. From out of the box, just rush him hard. Take a yellow can find. You understand what I mean? Off rush him. Because you don't know your boy, you're bad goalkeeper now. Because from Ben Francis, D Cup, you're whole pack confident. You understand what I mean? Say, you're whole pack confident. So guess what now? Anything out of the box can't really score press so easy. You understand what I mean? Say, we just say you're off out of the box, you just rush him hard. You understand what I mean? Say, and off rush him one time. So you can join them shell. But like me, you're afraid of me. I don't know, but you can afraid of me. Because I'm a baby giant. So it's a boy, a madman. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean? Yeah, man, aggressive, hard and aggressive. You understand? Same kind of scared of me as well. So, but by nature farm, I win the game like 1-0. I think I Socrates Christie score by nature farm. Socrates Christie score by nature farm. So, you know, we go town now, go Pegasus from both Friday or Thursday, we go Pegasus. First time been to Hotel Kingston. So we stay by Pegasus. We go face Georges, you know, in the second leg. You understand? Because I remember, you know, I have one chance just to be a better father than my father. So opportunity come away like God bless you. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. And that's why I just start win. Because people gravitate to people who win. If you don't win, people are going to gravitate to you. But for you win, people are going to gravitate to you. You understand? So you start win and you know, you move on from there. So, you know, go to Kingston, like Cinemas or Rampack or Rossies and Georges of them jump and knock, boom, boom, and all these things. And it was still afraid of me. You understand? And the game was 0-0. You understand? So we win all of our shares. So that was a joy coming back from Kingston as well. So, you know, there's a little joy there. So we move on from Almanins to Ardecaster. So I was one of the goalkeeper for the Ardecaster team with Troy Davis. But he was the person who started because he's a national player. So and Digger and was the coach as well. But like me get more games because he played first half and me play second half. Cause I can remember like Digger Henry called me into a room and asked me personal, you wanna play first or you wanna play I wanna make Troy play. So make him play. You understand? Because he's my national. Because him, as a coach, him asked me a one-on-one, and but he is more experienced than me. He's a national player, a youth player. Get called Jamaican I hate him with Javon Sterling. So they can play. You understand? But me get best the better part, the last part, 45
Yeah.
minutes per stoppage time, and get MVP for the game. So that was pretty much
Wow.
successful for me as well. So, you
Yeah.
know, like, I'm really selfish because I've been selfish. Because remember, at that year, we win everything, try win nothing. So me is the one. So, you know, so me, the man, stand out now. So anything, me if it started. But, you know, me just get way. So they can go play because it's national. And that's what I mean. So respect Joe. We become close from there. So in play, and the first half draw 0-0. And the second half the play, and 0-0, and we're going to put on a shootout and make some
Yeah.
nice save. I get MVP for the RD team. So it was
Wow.
great. It was a success for me.
Yes.
The
Yes.
D Cup. Yeah. So
Wow.
from there on, come like things that start growing, and that's an amazing thing that start growing. So Dick Ender was the national infantry coach. Him and Never Burtis Bell because sorry, Never Burtis Bell. He was the Manning Cup champion coach, and he was the Armaling coach. Digger is the Dicker Cup champion coach, and he was the RD coach. So both of
Yeah.
them, they put both of them together to build
Yes.
a make an 20 team. So
Yes.
the best from Georges, the best from Rossies, the best from Herbert Morrison, best from all across the island. Just for us to come to one Jamaica under 23 team. So from there on, like when we win the D Cup, first of all, them say they go say hello about the passport, you know, can I go to Cuba. So it's
Yes.
all about the passport. So you know, you look at the passport. So and same time we get coffee Jamaican 23 team and we
Yes.
just start travel. We just start travel. But
Yes.
I look at experience now, like the first time I got travel, like the time I'm in the arena. So I got travel the first time I got travel in my life. The bus broke down 3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bus broke down 3 times. So the first time I hop on one plane, the bus broke down 3 times. Yeah, the bus broke down 3 times. So, but what happened? Then tell us that like them say we've reached stadium by 5 o'clock, but
Yeah.
them say it's a 5 o'clock flight. So each time on the way from coming up from Westmoreland, we are watch a time. We are watch
Yeah.
a time. We are watch a time because the bus broke like puncture, we change tire, you puncture again, we change tire, the bus puncture again, you try to go out, but the place try to get tire again. Oh God, it was like a drama the first time. But the thing about it, we reach stadium by 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So the bus passed, and the bus passed down the borough was spare tire. And the driver was so nice, carried both of us to the national stadium, both a flight,
Wow.
sometime in the night, to Cuba. So my first time traveling was pretty much hectic for me to
So you make me laugh, brother.
yeah.
So now that you're in the national team now. That's when you and St. Ryan was in the national team.
Yeah. So
And
from like you see from me a national player, people start look up to you. People start give a respect now. In a sense, so coming from this tee up shots and all these things, people start look up to you, people start give respect now because Razzie Bean, he come from Ben Francis, D Cup, Oliver Shield,
yeah.
all the cup, and things that start grow. In a sense, things that start grow, and then someday. So
Yes.
people start give like a respect now.
Yes.
Understand? People start get like a respect, so things just start change into a positive way. You understand? I mean, say give God be the glory. You understand? From nothing to one little place. You understand? So things when to just start grow. Yeah. So yeah, more from there.
Yes. Yes.
You understand? So it is a joy.
And that joyous moment, I'm going to
Yeah.
check with the chat to see what the others are saying again. Just give me a second. We're going to come back to that.
Yeah.
Ariana Thompson said that we're proud of you, Loxley. You will know who that is. St. Ryan is asking if you remember the push-ups. He's laughing at you. Mr. Connell, one of the assistant with the training and thing at Brosis too, he says listening to you talk is like a testimony, and he's reflecting the true spirit of Martin Rossis. He's the one that the school is named after, Martin Rossi, and his mission for the school. So the teachers who serve, you talk about Miss Crossman, you talk about the teacher who you had an altercation with, that the bad, spot, then Miss Crossman brought you right back into your own senses. So that's what Mr. Connell is alluding to there. And the students and he's talking about also the students, which would be you now and a lot of other ones. So now Dennis Jump, he's asking, I don't know, is that your name, Jack Warwick?
My father name, they call me Jack Warwick because my father name is Jack Warwick.
Okay.
Yes, they call me Jack Warwick. Yeah.
Right. So, as occasionally we always come back to the chat and, always say, remember to like and share. We don't have a lot of time left, but I have a few more. We're going to talk about your career now, as you're also now, you represented just run down, briefly some of the teams that you represented in Jamaica. I know you represented Wadada.
My first team is Wadada because I played for Wadada at the age 15. You understand?
Right.
Before me even play under 16 for Russies. You understand?
Right.
So I play like a game for Wadada. It wasn't a good sign, but I still play. You understand? Yeah. I play for Reno, Wadada to Reno. You understand? Yes. Because what happened, like either by Wadada, there's no compensation there because them still have a local player. You understand what I say? But Bim Williams like gave me an invitation to play for Tankers to play against Colorado Fox. And at the time, Waterboard used to play for Colorado Fox. So he invited me and Tata Brown and Devon Jarrett to the Tankers All-Star team from Montego Bay. So, after the game finished, we went by his place and he gave us some little change, pretty much good. So him say, "Oh, you don't come Reno?" I'm say, "Of course," because when we really look on it, say about, hey, one game and get a change. And they mentioned if you're there, you can get more change. And that's what I say. So I say, of course. And transfer go around, them go by the transfer and John Arena team, but the Arena team now, you know, you have Aaron Lawrence, experienced player, senior player, Brosis player as well, D-Cup champion, all these champion, national. And that's what I say, but you know, it matter to me because what happened now, because I think about it, I start size up with Aaron Lawrence now. Because I start compete myself with him. I say him win Ben Francis, win Ben Francis too. Him win D-Cup too. If he win Overship, so I start match up myself with him. And that's what I say. So I start match myself with him. Say he was there and I was there. And that's what I say. So I start match up with him. But he was there before me. I've experienced I think about 5 to 6 years older than me. But NID, I don't worry about him, to be said, because reason it's not really about the game. It's about more money. Because, you know, there are plans. You understand? There are plans just in case we get children. At the time, there's no children at the time. So we have plans, put things in place just in case I get children. Because still in the back of my head, I want to be a better father than my father. You understand what I mean?
So you're still not losing sight. You're still not losing sight of that dream and that vision.
No, because I not really pay Aaron Harris, you know, mind. Understand? But you know, the work have to be done. You have to train hard, get the job done. And that's what I mean. But I not really focus on it. When the time come. You focus on, hey, you want to be a better father than your father. And you just have a mission, and yes, you understand, you just it to be a better father than your father. So
and you see the way,
that's the way. So you know, but you still a train. You know what I mean? I still a wait on your time to come. I remember he's a senior player, and me become under 23 player. So both of us become national. But he was a youth player before he become a senior player. You understand? So as we go along, we start match up with him. We still match up with him because things I achieve the same things. So you know what I say? In Premier League, you know, I get the chance to play Premier League yet, but we start match up with him. And we start compete with him. And that's what I say. And the players get for light, you know. And that's what I say. Especially to Paula Wilson. Paula Wilson talk a lot. So I don't have to do a lot of talking during the game. Because Paula love talk. So Paula talk to Agla and me I talk to Paula. And that's and things are going smooth when it become my time. And that's because it get competitive now. Because I'm saying before, he's a senior player, me I'm a 23 player. And that's the competition are there, training, like our club training, things are going good. But I perform. And that's what I say, people are performing and do them thing. And so you reach one stage, anybody can play now. Both of us become national. So anybody can play. So
right.
If you make a mistake, I'm gonna play. Make a mistake, you understand? If you continue win, there's no game. If we continue win, there's no game. So both of us are start competing to each other now. And say till we really get competitive now. All field get competitive, all keeping get competitive. So people have to perform. Training, it is like a match. You know, so the main change is like a match because normally he always on the 18. You know, the 18 normally be the better team. And the 18 normal protect because the better players so quality. Or like the B team now, in already that quality like the A team. So what happened now? You see true character of me, the true quality of me, I have to make saves and all these things. So if things don't work out in a positive way, not because me and the B team, but that's why they work out positive for me. You understand? Because place are left open, you have to make save. You understand? So the B team, work out good. And that's why people start saying people, because normally by arena training, you always have a lot of people come by training. I'm saying before, you were D-Cup champion. And for you're a D-Cup champion, people respect you. People rate you. Oh, yeah, baddest thing for winning D-Cup. Brosis, them support Brosis. You understand? But both of us are from Brosis. And also, Aaron Lawrence is a Brosis. He's a D-Cup champion as well. But, you know, it come down to training session now. People have performed. People have performed. People have, so the more the training session get competitive, the more arena start successful going forward. Things are going good. Things are going good and things start smooth and till both of us start play. Both of us start exchange game. You understand? But he never really like it to know so boy, me I play and him not really play. You understand? Because you see, me play and me I win, and those will know for you win, you not change you. You not change you win. You understand? You have to open praise, hey, Loxley lose. So sometimes you open pray if him lose, because if him don't lose, I remember he's the one.
You're not getting a game, yes.
A big man, him the man. There's a theme. You understand what I say? But it get competitive between both of us. You understand what I say? When I play, want to make a mistake, want him lose because I want to play. And the idea is, still I really lose, still, but as we,
right.
you understand? But it get competitive with both of us. So both of us start play, start share games till both of us get called for the senior team. You understand? Both of us get called for the senior team, and you know, like the first year Jamaica been to Brazil, like he was the one who been to Brazil, and so things start smooth again because maybe if he was here, maybe people don't hear about Loxley. That's all they're gonna hear, but he gone to Brazil. You understand? And what happened now? Like Downswell and the assistant coach, they did something when which got not sleep. Because reason being, at the time when Aaron Lawrence went to Brazil, I was a reserve goalkeeper. So what happened now? They want it much easier for Aaron Lawrence. Like if he reach like to the final and he coming from Brazil, he's gonna be the one. You know, because he's a national, just come from Brazil. So what happened now? We have 2 games to play, and we need like 3 points for the second to last game to qualify for the semifinal. So what happened now? Remember I said before, I was the second string. So what happened then change? I put the third string play over me. So like we play against Constant Spring at home, and we get like 3-0. So we now look at problem now, and we're gonna play against Seba for nature farm. So we need reach to a stage now, we need 1 point to qualify for the semifinal. Remember before, Aaron Lawrence gone by Brazil, gone, you know, national player now in Brazil now. We got trained, prepare themselves for the World Cup qualifying and all these things, and Caribbean Cup and all these things. That was the preparation to go by Brazil,
Right.
to prepare the national team. But me there Jamaica now. That's what I mean. So play against Seba and the game draw 0-0. So yes, that I can't play in the semifinal. I'm the man now. You understand what I mean? So we play the first leg semifinal and the game draw 0-0. Play the second leg and the game was 1-1. We win a penalty shootout, save a penalty as well. But it wasn't a good night because police have escort us to 6 Mile, and I have to go by Monday for to change that for uniform because it never really nice. Never they finished well because ugly, you know, with some damage at stadium and the football pitch, and you know, Tivoli I play against. If you know, you talk Tivoli players them, you know, easy, and it wasn't something good. You know, so the man said, so you know, police have escort us to 6 Mile, and we just continue our journey to Mandeville KFC, we change for uniform. So we're into the final now. So we play against the first leg by stadium. We win the first leg 2-1. Like during the week, like the team come from Brazil now. At the time now, we have Michael Graham as our arena player. He was at Brazil as well with Aaron Lawrence. So we have a goalkeeper and we have a centre forward. But what happened now? Michael Graham, in our top striker, I have to play. No matter who we have out here, I have to play. So he reached to one stage now, we need a goal to become the leading goal scorer for the season. So definitely again, him have to play. But he reached to a stage now and Bim Williams go up on the air and said the only way Loxley cannot play in front of a break. You understand? So, second leg now, Aaron Lawrence, big bad man Aaron Lawrence up on the bench, and you know, was successful for me winning Premier League 1995. So it went well for me in 1995. 95, 96 season, I should be we were the defending champion.
But Reno won that year. How many national Premier League titles have you won?
All right, I win Premier League title with Wadada as a youngster. I win Premier League with Waterhouse, and I win Premier League at Reno. So
you have won that. So you won 3 Premier League.
Yeah.
Wow, impressive.
And also like as a coach, I win Premier League as a coach as well with Montego Bay United. So
well,
as a coach,
I come into the coach section too. As a player, as a goal custodian, goalkeeper, you won 3 national Premier League. You went to the Olympic qualifier as a goalkeeper too.
Yeah, I was Olympic. All right, 95, 96. I was a goalkeeper who went to Canada for Olympic qualifying. Understand? Right. So after, and there's a little drama there because before I went to the Olympic qualifying, there's a All Ireland Cup Championship played by Stadium. That is the first time Reno win All Ireland Cup Championship. and I was the person who voted MVP for that game on a Sunday. And on a Wednesday, we're going to play against Anagad into a semifinal. And what happened, I didn't play in the first leg semifinal because, Coach Donswell turned to Aaron Lawrence as an experienced player. But what happened, the thing to me, that is stupid. Because reason being, they play against Anagad on a Sunday, they get MVP, and that's what I mean, as people having at the ear, and that is a joy. So, like the first like semifinal for the Premier League, you should have said, guess what happened? Just keep that momentum into that semifinal. What happened now, because of the experience, whatever, he draw for Aaron Lawrence. So what happened? The game draw like 1-1, by man to go be a Gerald Park. So what happened now? Looking to myself and say, hey, I'm not gonna train and I go back. And that's something I really, really, really unfair for me. But nothing in life is fair. You understand? And that is pretty much the road of me, not to attend training, but sometimes I'm gonna have to stand up. You understand? So just the woman, so I'm not gonna train him because normally, like we play a game on a Wednesday, so we're train a Thursday and a Friday and leave go Kingston. Because we normally leave like the day before, but stay by for the next semifinal. So like Thursday, we never go train on a Thursday. The Friday, we go train on Friday, Him call me. And so must him call me. I don't know what happened by training. I don't know. I don't know. There's a meeting keep between him and Bim Williams, because Bim Williams was the manager at the time. You understand? So I don't know what happened concerning to Bim Williams, Coach Donswell as well. I don't know what happened. But I get a call from Coach Donswell. And so must meet the bus XYZ time, go Kingston on Saturday. I go play. So I'm okay. So I'm saying I go play. So what town and book one, I remember I'm in a train. You understand what I mean? So, but like the performance from the Sunday, you understand, like it's like after you see him as a look at you see me. So in terms of make a play. So I'm saying, all right, meet the boss, hello, Sav, and then we got Kingston for the game on Sunday. So we play against the second leg semi-final and win like 1-0. So during the same week, I believe we got Canada and Olympic qualifying. So what happened, like Aaron Lawrence now got to be the man to win it. To make us to win it back to back. I don't know what happened during the game between him and Prendergast. He got to get a red card into the second leg. We're playing against Valley Kickers by Gerald Park. So remember, I'm not in Jamaica, I was in Canada. So I don't really know what happened. Like get a red card and the game must mash up or something. But what happened? In Canada, I pick up a grand injured. So I couldn't move that active as well when I want to move. So the game fight out, war out, and all these things. So, come back from Canada injured, but in idea, I still have a play because you're a national player. And that's when Aaron Lawrence get a red card. And we lost the game. 3-2 and goal. 96, 95, 96 season. But this was good as well.
Well, not very often a person hear of, when you're watching a football, the person that you hear of a lot is the striker, the person who scored the goals, the best midfielder. So not very often you hear the story of a goalkeeper or a custodian. So for you to be here with us, with Rossi's Brosis now, sharing this, you're an ambassador, because once you represent your country, you're an ambassador now. You're an ambassador to the game of football for Jamaica. So we have like maybe 5 minutes. Now I want you to, let's talk about you as a coach, because you're now a qualified level 2 coach.
Yeah, I'm like I started the coach. What happened? I used to play like for SEBA before because I used to play in Kingston for Waterhouse. What happened now? Like I get a transfer to go back home because I'm a man to go and where my children is. So I have to go back. I get a transfer to go to play back for SEBA. So what happened now? There's I was playing for SEBA and they get a younger goalkeeper to play for SEBA now. Like younger because you get a little bit old, like 28. And so the fist boy, you get old now. So what happened now? I leave SEBA and go play a player coach for Granville. That's where we live. So we start to be a player coach. You understand? And start to be a player coach and things are go successful as a player coach. You understand? Because like as a national player, you talk to like lower division players, they're gonna respect. You understand? So a player coach. But I never really want to play. I just want to coach. You understand? Because like they have something from play from like Arville Powell here club come like him resign me before more resign. You understand what I mean? So him just resign me. So I'm saying, all right, so go to Granville man and be a player coach, but I register as a player. You understand? But to go and coach a team. So, you know, you start talk to them and them like your vibes and things start going good. We will play against the same Seba and we beat them up because you plan for them and beat them up. So Seba never have the best of us, Bransville, in the lower division. So we're pretty much successful. So Seba was in Confed. So what happened now? They win Confed and go to a Premier League playoff. So what happened now? Like I'm a month ago and so normally Seba train, find a way. I try to help out with the goalkeepers because you know I'm a month ago and you want a team from Montego Bay go back into the Premier League. So you know I'm going back training session and help out the goalkeepers, but then I'm gonna go games. Like special away, but normally because I'm not really a part of the club. Training session, help, you understand? So the team qualified for the Premier League now. Team qualified for the Premier League. Albert Paul was the president, and there's a lot of things concerned to change from SEBA to NBU and but Paul, Mr. Albert Paul have his plan. Like you have a bunch of coaches, you understand, and he appointed me as his goalkeeper coach. Because they keep meeting. So Tapa will be the head coach. You have Hugh Solomon, you understand? And you have other coaches. Other coaches was there, but it was appointed me as a goalkeeper coach. And because the reason being the appointment as a goalkeeper coach, he must say, watch out, like you talk to me and say, watch out, Loxley, I'm not for the receiver and in the playoff, he might help with the receiver. So he might give back. So he use us as a boy, all right, I'm my goalkeeper coach. Because you know you have Warren Bird from Montego Bay, or you know, goalkeeper coach as well. And he chose me to be his goalkeeper coach for Montego Bay United. So there and you know, so it was pretty much successful as a goalkeeper coach. And understand he did it kind of like in those terminal monster coach, goalkeeper coach. You know what I mean?
So now you love it so much that you went and got certified.
What happened? I was a goalkeeper coach, but people said to you say like been said to me like whenever certificate, they're pretty much important. I don't have none. So level one was coming out, advanced level one was coming out, and save the money, pay for it, get it done. I have level two will come up now, like the year after. So I start saving money, can I save towards it because you know, like you want to have things. Whether them say whether I have two, I have one.
Yes.
So I start saving money and go along and get level two till you have a separate ticket. And I was the head coach for Mushet for 2 years, and I leave Mushet to Petersfield for 1 year as head coach.
Yes.
And from there, I leave from there and come to Mount Pleasant. But at the before I was the Montego Bay United coach. But what happened now? Oh, we come across to Mount Pleasant, like you know, Tigger Davis. He used to be the head coach, and he normally invite me to like training session, like probably 2 times a week. And so I normally go give them a session, but they normally pay for it. So what happened with NBU now? Like, normally, like because I'm at school with head coach for Petersfield, so they call me into a meeting done by NBU and say things are gonna change. You understand? Things gonna you have a lot of changes, and I don't know what the changes is gonna be all about. So what happened now? But they said to me they're gonna have a lot of changes. We start linked with Mount Pleasant. That is Mr. David Galloway. Said Mr. Start linking him. Say I would like ask him if I can get a full-time job at Mount Pleasant. He said, okay, party, me get back to your party. Keep on link him, see him, bless him up, not talk about no football and on job, no. You just call him and say, yo, Sergi, you're good? Just bless him up. Just heal him up. And then call him back one time and say, oh, things stay on my side. Him say, yeah, man, things bright on your side, man. When I can come at training. Yeah, so from there until now, I'm here at Mount Pleasant like for 4 years and 2 months.
So Mount Pleasant is like a training academy for young players.
Yeah. I'm also a part of the academy as well because I've been invited to the academy. But the academy they have coaches by the academy and they have for the senior team, coaches for the senior team. But from the senior team, from the senior team, me as the only person from the senior team been to the academy.
Wow.
I've been to the academy like yesterday.
Just look at this picture. When you were a young boy growing up, you talk about earlier. We have like 2 minutes more to wrap up. I'm just gonna give you a quick picture. You have to use your brief to match your shot, to patch your shot because you couldn't walk in the street as a normal human being with proper clothes. You're
See,
embarrassed. And you
see,
went through the ranks and you suffered through all of that and you kept your eyes on because you had a goal, you had a vision.
see.
This is where you are now. Let me tell you what some of the guys are saying on the chat right now. As you mentioned about that, Dennis Jump, he was a captain. He played soccer with you. He said he's honored to have served with you. He said, Mr. Reid. He's not calling you Mr. Warwick anymore. He said, Mr. Reid. Now
See,
that's honored. When you have a sentence with the word honored and your name is in it, coming from a captain who was
see.
you were there. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And he
He was
said,
my captain.
yes, exactly. And he said, in one of the historic teams of the Noble Institution overseas, Mr. Green, Andel, you will remember this. You probably the same class with him. He said that Mr. Reid and myself ate the whole cake that you won from the class match competition.
Because you know when I have class matches, you understand? Eight
Right,
nine.
right, right. So you see, Centipede go back and he said no that you was a favorite goalie of all time for him. And I want to ask you this question. Was there any forwards? Was there any forward during your time playing in a goal? Was there any forward that you really feared that he drove
All
fear
right.
in you?
Yeah, not really fear. You understand what I mean? Say, but like you see, Fabian Taylor, not a fear, but reason being, he move a lot. He must stop move. So you see, with the players like a Fabian Taylor now, your eyes after the left, right, center, all ball kind of stop move. But I don't.
Yes,
There's no fear because he can break, he can move. Always a move,
yes,
always a move. So
yes,
like a player like that now, you have to really move. You have to move with him because he move and then slip on him. There's a two pass from German you. So
yes,
not fear because I was one of the I was one of the I was one of the more fearful goalkeeper in Jamaica. Yeah,
yes, yes.
not dirty, aggressive, hard and clean.
You, you
So I
know,
drive into my opponent.
as you talk about that, a lot of the coaches, a lot of the coaches are talking about esteemed coaches. They like to have you on their team. If you ask a coach maybe now to make up a team, they probably will have your name as the goalkeeper.
See,
Because for whatever the reason is, because you're probably one of the you know, fearsome goalkeeper. And just to say that, I want to Rossi's Brosis has you on now, and you're here talking with us. So I want to just say to the viewers and subscribers, please subscribe if you haven't. And you can, when you're done you watching this interview, you can send it to your friends, send it to your family, and also like and share. So, Loxley, I have one more question for you. We have like 2 minutes. Talk about your children that you love very much, and we have to close out with Winston Twinnibug Anglin because I know he's from your area. Very good. We have to talk about him.
Yeah, Twinwag is a great player. I'm gonna say he's a great player. He's a great friend as well. Take the football game serious. I always encourage it. He's the one who talked to Jeffrey Maxwell. So that's the reason why I was in Kingston for 10 years. And that's
Yes.
so Twinbug, Winston Angler was a great player. And that's because like in Kingston, people love Twinbug in Kingston, especially to done by Tivoli, because what happened now, like as a month ago and both of us use a flag go to Kingston, like on a Sunday, like flag up on a Sunday and a taxi come and pick us up at the airport and carry us to a hotel. And on a Friday, now I have a flight to come back to Montego Bay. What happened now? Now I'm on a train like in the night. So sometimes I go down by Tivoli and Twinbug them rate him. So like film ratings jump on my shoulder. You understand? So this particular person come to me and say, hey, you have PNP or your labor right. You understand what I mean? I say my question my answer to him is I'm just a football person. You understand?
That's it.
Because I don't want to answer the wrong answer. Because you can't play for a PNP team and you're labor right. And they can't then liberate area and say, boy, you're PNP. You understand what I mean? So I'm just a football person. But for Twinbug, he was a cool guy. Football to death. He loved football. You understand what I
We
mean?
know, we know.
Condolence to the family. But he's a great
Yes,
person.
yes. Now talk about your children because I know you love them very much.
Oh, my children are my priority. My children are my job. My children are my everything. My children is my go-getter. My children mean a lot to me. You know, so I mean, say like there's word and X. Oh, my children mean a lot to me. You understand? And glory be to God, I'm a better father than my father. You understand? But the sky is the limit. You understand? But I'm a proud father.
So you think you have accomplished that vision that you set out to, that you embarked on?
Well, to me, I can say yes, but I can achieve more.
Yes.
Understand? So I am a better father than
Absolutely.
my father. I can achieve more, and I'm
My
still gonna be
final
a father.
my final question to you is: COVID is affecting a lot of children right now. How do you cope with it with your children in school?
What happened? Like they're not in school. They did a Zoom class.
Right.
Understand? Yeah, I was encouraging them to stay safe and be careful. I was trying to encourage the wear mask on the road. Whenever on the road, try to wear masks and just stay safe and just try to stay away from crowd environment. So able to
Yes.
stay safe.
Yes. Rossi's Brosis. On We have different programs running. So you're now you're the part of the family from day one. Now you're fully inside now. So on Mondays, you can tell your children because we have different programs running. We have maths
Okay.
class with Mr. Desmond Dunkley on Tuesdays and Thursdays, high school maths. I mean, we left school a long time ago, but sometimes when I watch them, it brings everything right back to me. And Mr. Dunkley, very excellent orator, very excellent maths teacher.
And
On
as we
when
talk about Rusty's, I don't want to talk about Rusty's. I was some attend Rusty's as well. Loxley
really,
Reid. Yeah,
there
also
you
attend.
go. See, so there your
Yeah,
name will always be there.
yeah.
So I just say that on Wednesday too, we have Miss Dondas that does English.
See,
She break it down from start from scratch and bring it right back up. So for some of your children can watch it and they can learn a lot. And on
okay.
Thursdays now we have the sports talk. You can probably be because you have a lot to because we didn't hear all of what you have to say tonight because there are so much stuff that you have that you didn't talk about. We have a sports talk program on Thursday with Mr. Connell and Mr. John Campbell. You probably can
See.
be a special guest on the program one of these on every Thursday from 8 to 9. So we have different programs. Rossi's Brosis. We're trying to ensure that we get to the fulfill the vision that we're embarking on. So I have just one more question for you. How do you see Rossi's Brosis, um, you know, helping other children? Do you think it's a good vehicle to help other children
Well,
to
it
achieve their
always good.
goals?
It is always good. It's always good to help. You understand? Because children are the future. Are the
Yes,
future. You understand? So it is good to always help. You understand what I mean? Say? Because
yes,
you can help a child be a better father and a better mother.
yes,
You understand? So
yes.
it is good. Children are the future of tomorrow.
As a man, what would you say to the fathers out there who, are finding it hard, who just donate some money to them children, baby, to their children's mother, and they're away from the
And
from the children? What do
sometimes to be a father, you don't have to be money. You understand what I mean?
yes,
Say because love bigger than money. You have to show love. And love conquer all. You understand? Your children just want to hear that. Just want to hear advice. They just want to see it. You understand what I mean? Say sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes being around your children, it come like it more than money. Understand?
yes.
So like just play a role into your children's life as much as possible. You don't have to be money. Just hey, I love you. You understand? And I want to be a part of your life. And I want to be I want to be your road model. You understand? So it's going to be a
So,
part of the children.
so in other words, one of the most expensive thing that you could share with your child is your time.
It's a time.
What would you have to say to all the people that this is a fine, you can just say and big up all the people you want to big up now, talk to, just say it now.
Yeah, man, just respect to all the people that are joining in and chipping and all these things. And I really feel pleased to be a part of the Rusty's program. You understand? So I really appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to be a part of this program some other time down the
Yes.
road. And just big up Lucy. You understand? I mean, so the Russians, yeah, to the world, Digger Henry, Bola, yeah, man, work for love. You understand? Yeah, man, so all the Russian family, big up yourself. Fagati really did a great job, 1989. So big up yourself, Fagati. So yeah, man, so Russian family, big up yourself. Yeah,
Yes,
that's love
yes,
and love alone.
yes, yes. So Rossi's Brosis, there you have it. Voice from you heard it from the man himself. I could not have said it any better. Who's the best person to tell their story? You are. So next week we will have another person coming on to talk their story, speak their truth. And until next time, I am your host, Darwin, checking out Rossi's Empowerment Hour. We look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you, and you have a wonderful evening. And thank you for coming and talking with us, Mr. Reid.
It is a
I
pleasure.
have to give you the honor because it's there. It's etched in history now. I have to give you the honor. Thank you for sharing your time with us, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon. Rossi's Brosis welcomes you at all times. Have a wonderful evening, Mr. Reid.
Respect, brother. Love.
Thank you, sir. Now we are checking.